What's up everyone, it's Jake. Welcome to the first in a series of videos where I'm going to cook some awesome vegan food. Today I'm going to be making loaded nachos. Let's do some cooking! First up, we're going to finely chop half an onion and a small shallot. Then we're going to finely mince 3 cloves of garlic. If you like some extra added heat as I do, finely dice up a jalapeno. Heat up a small saucepan over medium heat. Add in a few tablespoons of oil. You can use any type of oil here, such as coconut, sunflower, motor, but in this case I'm using canola for a more neutral flavor. Add the onion and shallot to the pan. Sauté them until they're nice golden brown or almost burnt color. We're going for a nice deep caramelization on them to add a nice smoky flavor to the beans. Add in the chili and garlic and cook for about a minute until fragrant. Add in 2 cans of pinto beans. Feel free to use black beans if you do prefer. There's no need to drain them. The starchy liquid will help naturally thicken the refried beans. Mash the beans until you form a chunky puree. Season the taste with some salt and pepper, and then you're going to cook them for 15 to 20 minutes over a low heat, stirring often. Finish it up with some lime juice, then set them aside for later when we assemble the nachos. So now we're going to make the potato and carrot queso. We do need some raw cashews for this, so we do have to soak them. I usually prefer to do it overnight, but if you are in a rush, you can soak them in some hot water. Get a large saucepan with some salted boiling water going. In the meantime, we're going to peel and cut our potatoes and carrots. We're going to cook them individually in the boiling water until they're each fork tender. And set them aside. Get a sauté pan over medium heat and add in some canola oil when the pan is hot and toasty. Throw in some of the diced onion and sweat that down for just a few minutes. At that point, add in the chili and garlic and cook for about a minute until fragrant. Shove all of the previous ingredients together into a blender or food processor. I'm sorry, I snapped. Gently place them, don't shove your ingredients, kids. Next, we're going to add in some nutritional yeast, miso, lime, hot water, and also those cashews that we had before. I'm adding a splash more wine. And then set it aside for later. It's time to make the cashew crema with some of the leftover cashews that we have soaked. Add them into a blender with a splash of almond milk, lime juice, and then also some salt and pepper to taste. Blend it up until smooth, and then just set it aside in the fridge. Moving along to our very simple and fresh tomato salsa. Finally chop up some heirloom tomatoes. Now the high quality tomatoes here definitely do make the difference. Go ahead and finely chop up a whole red onion and some cilantro. We'll use some of the leftover for the wok, so definitely put some aside. Feel free to add some jalapeno as I do, or any other spicy chili of your choice if you do like some more heat. Now just season it with some salt and pepper to taste, and then add some fresh lemon or lime juice. And then our salsa is finished. We're on to our final topping here, which is the guacamole. We'll start by cutting in half 4 to 5 avocados. And scooping out the flesh into a mixing bowl. Now I typically set aside about 1 or 2 of those avocados just for some added texture because I will be using a whisk just to get the avocados super smooth. Add in the tomato, onion, jalapeno, and lime juice, and then add in the remaining avocado or 2 just to give some chunky texture, and then season it to taste with salt and pepper. It's time to prepare the final nachos. Spread out your favorite tortilla chips on a baking tray, and then we're just going to layer them with some of the beans and queso. I'm just going to put another layer of chips on top, and then I'm going to just layer it again with the beans and queso on top. Now I do have some extra vegan shredded cheese in the fridge, so I'm just going to add that to it as well. We're going to cook it in a 400-degree oven for roughly 5 to 10 minutes until the chips are toasted and the cheese is melted. Now we're going to take it out of the oven, and then just going to garnish it on a plate with some fresh salsa on top, the guacamole, and then a little bit of drizzle of the cashew crema. And then this is my vegan loaded nachos. Enjoy responsibly. Don't eat too many or you'll get fat, kids. I'm sorry about that. Actually, do eat them all because they're really delicious. Watch on the next episode where I kiss my grandma.